we decided to develop a human rights policy in line with the UN Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights. And the aim is that it really complements what we already have on human rights in our CSR policy and in our Code of Conduct. So to develop it, we worked with the organisation Shift, which is chaired by Professor John Ruggie. And going forward, we're going to be talking to stakeholders to make sure that they're happy with and can give good feedback on what we've got in the policy. Going forward, we will be producing guidance material for our employees internally to help them understand the policy and implementation guidance to help them implement. Aside from it being the right thing to do, I think there's 4 main areas. The first is risk. We know that a lot of other companies have come under attack for human rights abuses, and we want to make sure that we avoid that happening for Hitachi. Also, there's huge growing expectation among different standards, for example, ISO 26000, the OECD's picking it up, and also the recent EU Commission communication on CSR. Fourth would be also that sustainability indices are looking at this issue. And finally, we think it's going to give us a competitive advantage going forward. Again, in line with the guiding principles, we're committed to doing due diligence to make sure that we can identify our human rights impacts and address those and also provide remedy. We're also committed to building capacity internally to make sure relevant employees within Hitachi know and can implement the guidelines and our policy. We're also committed to working with other stakeholders relevant to this issue and also to sharing best practice with other companies and collaborating on this. The 3 areas in which I think the EU can really help businesses with their responsibility to respect human rights is firstly to support the states in their pillar of the guiding principles, which is the state duty to protect human rights. And I think the national plans in this area are going to be really key. Secondly, I think we really appreciate the EU's support of principled pragmatism as outlined in the guiding principles. We really think it's about companies' processes to respect human rights, not just looking at their performance. And thirdly, I think the EU can do a lot in raising awareness of situations in countries where national laws don't meet international standards, as I think businesses face a huge challenge there and could really do with support in that area.